And now, if Crowley did communicate with this thing, I don't know. But going back to the moon child, I mentioned that the divine feminine worship, like I mentioned, Babylon working, the Scarlet Woman from Genesis, not Genesis, Revelation, Mystery Babylon, Babylon working, Crowley, Lamb, Aleister Crowley, Jack Parsons, L. Ron Hubbard, Jimmy Page of Led Zeppelin. The devil of the Hebrew text is a woman, the Scarlet Woman. Who is this mysterious woman who pops up in and out of the Bible, but most known for Revelation? The Scarlet Woman. This woman is what Enoch calls Gadriel. Then we'll get into Gadriel of Enoch, which would that be Satan. What Kabbalah calls Shekinah. But then Shekinah is a word. It means God's dwelling place. It's a phrase to relate to dwelling with God, dwelling in the house of God. It's called the Shekinah. God's Shekinah, dwelling with God. But some Gnostics, Christians, and Jews of the Kabbalah. See, Jewish Kabbalah is Jewish mysticism. And then the Gnostics, the Christian mystics of the Church of Alexandria, based in Egypt, took that Kabbalah and changed it around and took the mythologies and renamed shit and applied the Kabbalah, rehashed to Christianity. Not a lot of people realize that. The Gnostics basically took the Kabbalah and just rehashed that shit. So Shekinah was a phrase used, but the Kabbalistic Jews took that meaning that Shekinah is actually God's significant other. So that's where Sophia comes into in the Nag Hammadi, which is the Gnostic church, the Gnostic Gospels. So they took that ideology of there being a female figure. Ironically, I think there is, and they knew about it, but the phrase they used and named this entity after that phrase is a deception within itself. So this is what Enoch calls Gadriel, what Kabbalah calls Shekinah, whom Gnostics call Sophia, Satan. So right here, let me show this. What is Shekinah, the goddess of? So when you look up Shekinah, you'll get what is the meaning of Shekinah, which would be relating to the phrase, is Shekinah the same as Sophia? So people are asking the same question. Where is the Shekinah found? So when it says the Shekinah, that would be the dwelling place of God. Is Shekinah a girl's name? Then it goes back into the goddess. So there's a goddess Shekinah. And then there's just the Hebrew phrase that means the dwelling place of God or dwelling with God. You can look it up. You'll get the definition. But what is Shekinah, the goddess of? Description. The Shekinah is the manifestation of wisdom, of the wisdom goddess of the Kabbalah, the Old Testament, and of Merkava mysticism. She encompasses both the primordial light of creation, the wisdom of the serpent, and the inspiration of the dove. And the Gnostics would probably call that the Holy Spirit, the dove, and people nowadays would call the dove the female Holy Spirit, a female. She is the beauty of the lily and the embodiment of the tree of life. Some crazy shit. But see how it mentions the serpent? So that's why I wanted to show that. If we go into Enoch, who does it give credit for deceiving Eve in the garden? The serpent. Who is the angel that they name it? Gadriel. And that serpent appears all throughout the 60 books, deceiving people and doing little devilish things in between. It doesn't name the angel, but what Enoch gives credit for as this angel necessarily would be, that same angel. Here's one right here. This will explain it well. Gadriel taught mankind all the blows of death. He showed them the shield and the coat of mail, the sword for battle, and all the weapons of war. Gadriel was the one that led Eve astray. He manifested himself into a talking serpent appearing before her and tempted her to sin. I am the fallen angel Gabriel. Gage, Gadriel, not getting confused with Gabriel. I am the sly, cunning, and manipulative angel that turned into a talking serpent and then tempted Eve to commit her sin. I taught to mankind all facets of war, battle weapons, and killing. So it gives credit to what the devil has done. And that wouldn't necessarily have to be who Satan is. There's no doubt about it.